Hey guys, so trying new foods with your child is such a fun experience. And I'm not talking about salad foods, I'm talking about just baby foods. So at 4 months, our doctor told us we could go ahead and do the baby food thing. We were so excited. We ran to the store and grabbed everything we could find. He said basically do 1 to 3 teaspoons a day, maybe twice a day we could try it. He recommended we start with oatmeal, the little baby oatmeal or baby cereal. So we went to try to do this, and you will see it was not that amazing. Oh my gosh, I've tried food reaction that we were hoping for. He was not a fan. So for us, baby cereal and baby oatmeal, it's a no-go. We didn't do it. He's now 9.5 months old, and we're starting to incorporate some like the flavored thick oatmeals, and he really does enjoy them. But he's 9.5 months old, so we didn't do any of that. We tried it a couple more times after that. He just didn't like it. I can't say that I blame him. It just didn't really have any sort of flavor. It's just texture, and it wasn't a good, it was just really bland and almost gritty. So try things before you give them to babies so you know what you are putting in your child's mouth. I definitely always recommend that to people as a speech therapist. I think it's good for it to let them see you try it. And then they try it, and then you also understand sometimes why they might have a reaction, or maybe even what kind of leftover food there might be in their mouth. Like if you have a little piece of food in your mouth an hour later, be mindful that baby may too. So it's a good idea to try what you are giving to your child. So since baby cereal didn't really work out the way we had expected, we went for just really one ingredient, baby fruits or veggies. Started with some of the basics, like let's see, we went for apples, bananas, pears, and then peas and carrots. And ooh, there was one more, maybe green beans. It's been such a long time. But those are all really good for starter foods for your child. I recommend doing one for a couple days at a time to see if your child has a reaction. Reactions might look like maybe redness in their face, or just maybe just vomiting, or even you might see in their diaper a rash may form from pee or from stool. So be very careful about that. If their stool changes in consistency or texture, definitely look for those signs. If you feel uncomfortable with what you're seeing, always contact your pediatrician. But if you do this for a few days with the same food, you can really try to pinpoint what an allergy may be. A lot of the first starter foods you won't typically see an allergy with. When you're really going to start seeing allergies, or once you hit that 9-month mark and the doctor may say you can add in eggs or peanut butter, do that in limited quantities. Try to do that and then wait hours or maybe wait a day and see if there has been a reaction so that you can right away know. The reason we don't try those things when they're 4 months old is because their esophagus is still growing. It's their throat right here. It's still really tiny. So if there is an allergic reaction and their throats swell up, you could end up with a problem of them not being able to breathe. So I highly recommend waiting for these things. I know everyone wants to try peanut butter, especially chocolates, but if you can just wait, you are doing yourself and your child a favor. The only person that is really honestly going to benefit from you doing those things is you. I hate to say that, but that is just honest truth about it. And all of the new foods you're trying for baby are an exploration. They're going to put them in their mouth and spit them out, and you're going to put them back in. They're going to spit them out. They're learning to move their tongue and to manipulate new textures and to swallow. They're making their swallowing reflex stronger with these soft purees instead of sticky foods, or just eggs are really crumbly actually, so they can get stuck in there. So until they've learned to swallow and really manipulate their tongue, they might end up with egg in there all day, which could even cause bacteria because you're not really practicing oral care at this point. So just keep all those things in mind and let me know what you chose for your first food for baby. We did the baby cereal, and then we went on to peaches and banana. So let me know what you chose. Bye guys.